TV proudly presents the 2023 16th Region Softball Tournament live from Vanceburg, Kentucky. Now let's go live to the field for the pregame show as Cool TV brings you live coverage of the 2023 16th Region Softball Tournament. And welcome back into game number 2 of the 16th Region Softball Tournament. James Collier, happy to have you along with us here. Lewis County knocks off West Carter 15-5 in 3 innings. Game number 1. Game number 2, we've got Boyd County and Fleming County. Boyd County, the champions out of the 64th. Fleming County, the runners-up out of the 61st. It'll be the third time they played this season. A 12-11 game back on March the 25th. 13-3 in 6 innings on May the 4th. Both of those won by Boyd County. We'll take a break. We return. We'll take a look at our starting lineups and get you ready for first pitch. You're on Cool TV.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others, should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back here in Vanceburg as we get you set for Boyd County and Fleming County. A peek at the bracket. See Lewis County advancing over West Carter in the upper half. The winner of this game will play Lewis County tomorrow night at 6. Still to come this evening, East Carter and Ashland scheduled to go at 5 p.m. And then the nightcap will be Rowan County and Raceland at 7. Those two teams scheduled to go tomorrow night at 7:30. And then the championship game Tuesday night at 6 p.m. And, of course, you can watch all those games right here on Cool TV. If you haven't subscribed to Cool TV, hit that subscribe button there on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing, and then hit that little bell, and every time we put out new material, you'll get that information, goes straight to your device, and you'll be alerted that there's new stuff out there. So we greatly appreciate everyone that's tuned in throughout the event, and glad to be here in Vanceburg to bring you all of the action between the 16th Region field and their quest to get to the KHSAA State Tournament down in Lexington. Let's meet our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard. Fleming County 11-16 on this season. Leading things off playing left field is Ava Watson. Batting second at shortstop is Sadie Price. Batting third and playing third base is Ariane Adams. The cleanup hitter is the second baseman Mallory Price. Batting fifth and catching Avery Argo. Batting sixth as a designated player Abigail Ross. Batting seventh in right field, Maggie McGlone. Batting eighth and playing first base, Trinity Flora. Batting ninth in center field, Peyton Allison. Watson, Price, Adams, Price, Argo, Ross, McGlone, Flora, and Allison. For Boyd County, 25-8 on the season. Leading things off and catching is Kylie Coons. Batting second and playing second base, Elin Simpkins. Batting third at shortstop is J.C. Goad. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, Sarah Bays. Batting fifth at third base, Savannah Henderson. Batting sixth in left field, Mila Hamilton. Batting seventh in right field, McKenna Mulhern. Batting eighth and playing center field is Emily Shivel. And batting ninth as a designated player is Addison Miller. Coon, Simpkins, Goad, Bays, Henderson, Hamilton, Mulhern, Shivel, and Miller. We'll take our final break. Starting lineups are in the books. We're ready for softball. We'll have first pitch when we return after this on Cool TV.
Stop wishing you were debt-free. Start consolidating. Members Choice Credit Union is committed to helping you take control of your finances this new year. And all it takes is a personal loan. Imagine one monthly payment at a great interest rate. Stop worrying about debt. Start taking control of your finances. Consolidate your debt today with the help of your credit union family at Members Choice. Visit us online at mccu.net.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart Collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Back here in Vanceburg as we get you set for Boyd County and Fleming County. And be the third meeting this season between these two as Fleming County's finishing up their starting lineups. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and jump out for another break, and we'll get you ready for first pitch when we return after this on Cool TV.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back here in Vanceburg as head coaches meeting at home plate, going through all the rules. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Ashland Credit Union. Your path will lead to their low rates and by the Ashland YMCA, programs for every member of the family, including summer day camps for kids. Grayson Sporting Goods, you'll find everything for every sport at Grayson Sporting Goods. Kurt Robinson, State Farm Insurance. Let Kurt Robinson take care of all your sporting needs, or all your insurance needs, Double Drizzle, where you'll find grape cupcakes, cookies, and more, and Texas Roadhouse. Great steak salads, and, of course, those delicious rolls. The Vanceburg Electric Plant Board reminding you to always call 811 before you dig. A proud supporter of high school athletics and academics. Raceland Christian Church. If you're looking for a church home, then visit Raceland Christian Church. My Dad's Pizza on Blackbird Avenue and 13th Street in Ashland for all your hunger needs. Call My Dad's at 606-324-0202. And by the First National Bank of Canonsburg, Grayson, Moorhead, and West Liberty, meeting all your banking needs. All of our strikeouts this evening and throughout the entire event is brought to you in part by the great folks at Papa John's in Grayson and Flatwoods. Better pizza, better ingredients. That's Papa John's. And all hits brought to you in part by Red 8 RX Pharmacy there in Greenup. Game 1 in the books today. It was Lewis County rolling in 3 innings over West Carter 15-0. So the winner of this game will play Lewis County tomorrow night at 6 p.m. And then later tonight, we've got East Carter and Ashland up next, Rowan County Raceland at 7. And again, if we finish early, they're trying to get everything started within about 30 minutes at the conclusion of each game. Is where we were. We were originally supposed to start this game at approximately 3 o'clock. Looks like we're going to get started just a little bit early, so that's always a good thing. We started or got finished with our game earlier very quickly. 56 minutes it took to go start to finish, and that was all she wrote. So, again, taking a look at our bracket, Lewis, Boyd, East, and Rowan, those were your district winners. West Carter, Fleming, Ashland, and Raceland, the runners-up. Baseball action earlier today. Raceland knocks off Morgan County 12-3. And last I saw, Rowan County was in front of Ashland by a score of 1-0. And now it's actually 2-0, top of the 7th in that one. Getting ready to meet our starting lineups here. We'll go ahead and step out for our final break, and we'll be ready for first pitch when we return after this on Cool TV.
Mike's Sporting Goods is here for all your sporting goods and uniform needs. Whether it be youth leagues, travel, middle or high school sports, we are your team specialty store. We offer custom uniforms at competitive prices, along with any equipment you may need, such as bats, gloves, helmets, shoulder pads, balls, Letterman jackets, custom patches, or anything in between. Let us supply your sporting good needs. Call us at 606-393-3050 or stop into Mike's Sporting Goods, 224 9th Street, Ashland. Let us be your team specialty store.
So if you just had it with your existing heating and cooling system, well, now is the time to invest in a new one before the hot days of summer arrive. And of course, the best place to go is Cadco Heating and Cooling, 2181 Winchester Avenue in Ashland. They've been in business for over 30 years, and they offer the best service and installation with fair, affordable prices. Give Cadco a call and see what they can do for you. 606-324-1121 or visit online at cadcohvac.com. It's Cadco Heating and Cooling in Ashland.
Starting lineups being announced. So Fleming County and Boyd, winner plays tomorrow night in the 6 o'clock game between, they'll play Lewis County. So we're ready for softball, as we'll get this one ready to roll a little bit early. So defensively for Boyd County to be Hamilton, Shivel, and Mulhern. Third to first, Henderson, Goad, Simpkins, and Bays. Kylie Coons behind the dish. And inside the circle is the right-hander of Kylie Thompson. Of course, as soon as I get ready to go to her, what's it do? It decides to go crazy for a second. We'll let their signal adjust there for just a moment. That's what I said. Murphy's just been hanging around all week. And we'll give it a reset here real quick. Thompson a 13-2 record, 81 innings of work, 2.33 ERA, 67 runs, 35 earned, striking out 95, walking 26. She'll go to work on Watson, Price, and Adams to start off today's contest. Boyd in the whites, Fleming in the grays, ready for softball here in the 16th Region Tournament here in Vanceburg. Our executive producer today is Felicia Collier, our camera operator on the field, Trey Collier. Happy to have all of you along with us here on Cool TV. As Ava Watson will climb in, 245 hitter, 12 hits, 8 driven in. Thompson's first pitch on the outside corner for a call and strike. This ball game is underway. 249 first pitch, 71 degrees, beautiful sun-filled skies here at the ballpark. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Watson settles back in. This one's down and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Watson with 1 extra base to her credit, a double. Thompson's pitch works upstairs. Count evens at 2-2. Rain-soaked field yesterday. They had the infield tarped. The wetness that you see when we go to the overhead shot, that is not from rain from yesterday. That's where they watered the field with the sprinklers. You think it was like, as much rain as we had, we wouldn't need any water. They watered it down there on that collar. The outfield was a little damp. But they did have the infield completely covered, and hat tip to all the crew here in Vanceburg. They did a phenomenal job getting this playing surface ready, and it is beautiful, showing off as it has entire season. Here's a payoff pitch. Up and in, ball 4. And after falling behind 0-2, Watson works a leadoff walk. That'll bring in the shortstop, Sadie Price. Price batting .403 on the year, 27 hits, 22 driven in. Shows bunt, she offers, says Joe Billman, our home plate umpire. Price, 23 hits, all singles. She's driven in 22. That's second on the team to Adams, who stands in the on-deck circle. There's a ball chopped over to the third baseman, backhanded Henderson. She'll knock it down and throw over. A nice play by Bays as Price trips at the bag and goes down. A heck of a play there by Savannah Henderson over at third to cut the runner down at first. It'll move the runner out to second base, but there's an out in the inning. Heck of a play there. So Ariana Adams will step in. Adams born .424 on the season, 28 hits, 24 driven in. She lifts this one skyward. Hamilton up into the sun, has a read on it, Here comes the runner tagging from second. She'll move up. And there's 2 down in the inning. So now Fleming County 60 feet away from the first run of the ball game, but there's 2 down in the frame. And Mallory Price, the second baseman, will come to the plate. Price batting .438 on the year, 28 hits, 10 driven in for the freshman. Thompson trying to keep it scoreless. Here's a weakly hit fly ball. This one's trouble, and this one's going to find its way down for a 2-out RBI single. Goad was dropping back. Shivel was coming on, could not get there. And Fleming County dents the scoreboard first. It's 1-0. So that'll bring in the catcher, Aubrey Argo. Argo batting .241 on the year, 14 hits, 7 driven in. That last hit brought to you in part by Red Ada RX Pharmacy in Greenup. First pitch to Thompson, misses high for a ball. Price over at first base. According to the stats for Fleming County, they only have 2 extra base hits on the entire season. 1 double, 1 home run. Everything else singles. Argo ahead 2-0. Price over at first after the RBI single. This one's down and in, 3-0. Ross, the designated player, stands in the on-deck circle, would go next. Argo awaits the 3-0. At the knees, a called strike, 3-1. Check scores around Major League Baseball throughout. Full collection of games around the big leagues today. Here's the 3-1. Chopped out toward Goat at short. She'll take the high hop, take it to second base, and end the inning. Fleming County gets 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the first on Cool TV.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup, has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
The Tri-State's best gun and ammo store. The best fishing and archery department in the Tri-State, along with a full collection of Benchmark and Case knives. Borders Sporting Goods features the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the Tri-State, as well as a vast collection of turkey shotguns. Borders is your stop for the best fishing products from Lew's, Shimano, Abu Garcia, St. Croix, and G. Loomis, as well as Berkeley and Strike King lures. For all your hunting and fishing needs, visit Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West, Ashland. Bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Fleming. Shar Parker will go to the circle for Fleming County. 7-5 record, 77 and a third innings of work, a 2.35 ERA, 68 runs, 26 earned, 78 strikeouts to 27 walks. She'll start things off against Kylie Coons, the catcher for Boyd County. First pitch misses upstairs for a ball. Coons batting .452 on the year, 52 hits, 25 driven in. Corner's pinched in for Coons, who stands in the front half of the box. Wind blowing out a little bit, just a very light wind here at the ballpark. Count evens at 1-1. Nationals leading the Tigers 6-1 in the fourth. D-backs in front of the Pirates 3-1 in the fifth. 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. Cubbies and Phillies scoreless through 6. Braves lead the Mariners 3-1 in the sixth. It's the Orioles in front of the Blue Jays 2-1 in the fifth. Mets Guardians 1-0 bottom of the fifth in game number 1 of that one. This one's right down the heart of the plate, 2-2. Brewers in front of the Rays 5-3 in the fifth up in Tampa. Athletics Astros scoreless. Royals in front of the White Sox 2-0. Cardinals lead the Dodgers 3-0. And the Rangers Rockies scoreless through 2. Or in the second, excuse me. There's a ball hammered over toward the second baseman, Price. She'll take it on the high hop. One away. Nice play there for her. That'll bring in the second baseman, Elin Simpkins. Simpkins batting .393 on the year, 35 hits, 17 RBIs for the 7th grader. She chops this one back inside the circle. Price will field and throw, but the deflected ball off of Parker's glove took enough away for Price to where she had to reach and couldn't make the throw for an infield single. I think if Parker hadn't got a glove on it, it would have gotten to Price in time, but instead, it puts a runner aboard for J.C. Goad. Goad batting .459, 51 hits, 42 driven in for the freshman. Goad with 10 home runs on the year. That's on the outer half of the plate for a called strike 0-1. Yankees sweep the Reds 4-1 in the final today up in Great American. Simpkins over at first. The right-hander deals. Lifted weakly, right side, giving chase as Argo. She'll run out of real estate. This is out of play for a foul ball. 0-2 to the shortstop for the Lions. The 0-2. Rocketed into the gap, right center field, and coming over and can't get there is McGlone. Simpkins on her horse. She's going to pull up at third. It's a one-out double for J.C. Goad as she puts in her 8th double of the year. Boyd County cooking here in the first inning, down 1-0 after a Red 8 RX Pharmacy double. Say that fast 3 times. McGlone had a good beat on it, but it just could not get there. So that brings in the first baseman, Sarah Bays, the senior, batting .429, 45 hits, 47 driven in. Called strike. 2 on, 1 out. Bays with 12 doubles on the season. Parker, the 0-1. This one's out to the shortstop, and Price can't field it cleanly. It's going to bring in both runners. Bays will slam on the brakes. 2 comes in. It's 2-1 Boyd. It ate Price up as she couldn't get to it. So Boyd's on the board. They now lead at 2-1. And Bays over at first base, and Savannah Henderson steps in. First pitch misses low. .434 hitter, 43 hits, 28 driven in for the 8th grader. So Boyd answers with 2 here in the home first. This one's at the first baseman. Nice play there by Flora. She'll go to second base for the tag. Bays gets in safely, but that moves the runner. But a heck of a play there by Trinity Flora over at first base for the second out of the inning. So Mila Hamilton will step in, left fielder for the Lions. Hamilton, a sophomore, batting .362, 25 hits, 22 driven in. Boyd's answered with 2 here in the first. They lead at 2-1. That one misses just wide for a ball. Kicks away from the catcher, Argo. Winner of this game gets Lewis tomorrow night at 6 p.m. after Lewis cruised past West Carter 15-0 in 3 innings. 11 runs with 2 outs in that first inning for the Lions. Here's the 1-0. Misses high for a ball, 2-0. Lewis had 2 outs in their first 3 batters, and then erupted for 11. Parker looks over to her dugout. Has the sign she wants, the 2-0. That one's in the dirt. Argo digs it out It keeps Bay out there at second base, but the count moves to 3 balls and no strikes to the left fielder for the Lions. McKenna Mulhern stands in the on-deck circle, will go next. Dave Wheeler over at third base. Jeff Stewart coaching first. That's at the letters, 3-1. Raceland won this morning in baseball, 12-3 over Morgan. Last number I saw was 2-0 Rowan against Ashland, as this one misses up and away for ball 4, and there's 2 on. That'll bring in the right fielder, McKenna Mulhern. Mulhern, batting .413 on the year, 31 hits, 30 driven in. Rowan County has defeated Ashland by a score of 2-0. So Rowan and Raceland will play tomorrow at 5:30. Mulhern looks at a pitch down and in. Still to go up in West Liberty. East Carter will go next. 0-1, lifted weakly down the left field side, bending foul and out of play. I'm drawing a blank of who. East plays Fleming County, And then Boyd County and Greenup County will go in the nightcap. No balls and 2 strikes, 2 on. The 0-2 from Parker. This was down the line, bending foul again and out of play. Two down with 2 on. 2-1 Boyd here in the first. Mulhern, that big open stance on the left side as Parker down to the plate sheet comes, and this one's low for a ball 1-2. Good crowd on hand as they're wrapped all the way around the fences in the grandstands. Plenty of sunshine, very comfortable outside. 71 degrees first pitch today. We're going to go up near 80 tomorrow and Tuesday as we're going to settle in, I think, in the 80s for much of the week. The most important thing is we're going to stay away from rain the rest of the way. Jack Lykin says, amen, I'm with you, my man. Put another 10 in the offering play to pass it around. 2's wild across the board. This one's rocketed down the left field side, drifting over, and a foul ball. Needed that one to fall in and just wide of the line. I think if I was Watson, I would stop right about where I am and maybe even move over a little bit more. She's gone the last 3 balls right down that left side, and now she's moving over a little bit. Cal holds at 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 on and 2 out. She slow rolls this one up the line at first. Flora will take it and end it in the inning. 2-1 as we go to the second inning here on Cool TV.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with a vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky. Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
2-1 our score as we go into the top of the second inning. Boyd County in front. Abigail Ross at the plate, fouled the first pitch off her leg. That's right down the heart of the plate for a called strike. Ross, 407 hitter, the junior, 24 hits, 18 driven in. Fleming got one in the first. Boyd answered with two. One's upstairs for a ball, 1-2. Broward County defeats Ashland 2-0 in baseball. Raceland beat Morgan 12-3-5, so they'll play tomorrow evening at 5:30. In the bottom half of the bracket, still yet to go later today. And semifinals tomorrow night on the bottom half of the bracket at 8 o'clock. All those games can be watched on Cool TV as well. 2-2. Inside 3-2. This inning, Ross, McGlone, and Floor are the three that's scheduled to go. Senior back to work with a payoff pitch. Here it comes. Slow roller back to Goat at short. She can't field it cleanly. So the leadoff error will put the runner aboard to start the second inning for the Panthers. Goat had it sized up and just kicked it off the glove. So it brings in the right fielder of Maggie McGlone. McGlone batting .246, 17 hits, 8 driven in for the 8th grader. Corners playing in front of the bags. First pitch misses low for a ball. The 1-0. High ball 2-0. Glone, the lone 8th grader in the lineup for the Panthers today. She squirts this one foul, 2-1. Easton Ashland to go after this one, followed by Raceland and Rowan County. I don't know what the conversation was. Joe Billman went all the way down the third base line toward Dave Wheeler and then had a couple words with the skipper for Fleming County. That one's up and away, 3-1. Josh Stamm, skipper for the Panthers. Here's a 3-1 from Thompson. We'll throw back in behind the runner. Did she go? That should have been ball 4. And so it's 3-2 on the check appeal down to first base. So another payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. So 2 on now to start the visiting second inning. And that brings to the plate the first baseman, Trinity Flora. Flora batting .188, 3 hits, 5 driven in for the freshman. Made a dandy play to end the inning in the first inning on a sharply hit ball over to her. This is a weakly hit ball over toward the right side. And a second baseman, Simpkins, making a dandy play to her right. Nice job there by her to record the first down of the inning. We've seen a couple of balls hit that direction today. One in the first game this morning, and Kaylin Case made a dandy play on the line. That one right there was equally as nice. So the center fielder, Peyton Allison, steps in, 377 hitter for the junior. 23 hits, 8 driven in. She'll go from the left side with 2 on and 1 out. Looks at a pitch. It's off the plate for a ball. Allison, a slapper. If you're not familiar with softball, what that means is she's going to start back in the box and kind of almost get a running go at the ball and just kind of throw the bat at it and slap it down the left side. And there it goes, right through the hole into left field. They'll try to force the runner out at third base as Hamilton fielded cleanly. And Ross nearly got forced out at third, trying to gingerly motor over that way. A heck of a play there by Hamilton, but the slapper Allison pokes it through a red 8RX Pharmacy hit. And the bases are juiced for Fleming County. With 1 out, and back to the top of the order we go, and Ava Watson. Watson worked back from an 0-2 count to get a walk her first time through, and then came around to score the only run of the ballgame thus far for Fleming County. Two-one here in the top of the second. Fleming County threatening for more. Winner of this game plays Lewis tomorrow night at 6. Nice pitch there on the outside corner. 0-2. Good look there into the batter's box behind Thompson, and Coons as she flashes the sign to her battery mate. And she swings and misses for a Papa John's Pizza strikeout for the second out of the inning. All strikeouts brought to you in part by Papa John's Pizza of Grayson and Flatwoods. Better pizza, better ingredients. That's Papa John's. Sadie Price steps in. Hit a sharp ground ball over to Henderson at third base. Back of the first inning. First pitch misses high for a ball. She's got the bases juiced here. Big opportunity here for the Panthers, even bigger defensive opportunity for the Lions if Thompson can pitch herself out of this jam. There's a slow roller up the right side, a bending foul. Count evens at ball and a strike. Ross over at third, McGlone at second, Allison at first. 1-1, lifted skyward, but drifting well foul on the left side, and gets out of play. 1-2. Did a really good job getting her out front there. You've got a few options here that you can work with. Pull the string on a change-up, or climb the ladder and see if she'll chase a high heater. The 1-2. Went upstairs and gets her to swing under it. Henderson in foul territory makes the grab, and Boyd County dances out of the jam. 2-1 as we go to the bottom of 2 on Cool TV.
When you need to say happy birthday, get well, thinking of you, or any special occasion, say it with flowers from Fields Flower Shop in Ashland and Grayson. Fields Flower Shop can also take care of your sympathy needs, and they carry a beautiful selection of silk flowers, balloons, and fruit baskets. They've provided quality service since 1920. Call 606-324-2184. That's 606-324-2184. Fields Flower Shop, 221 15th Street, Ashland, and US 60 Grayson.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
At Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry, not only do we have the best deals, but we also make your purchases easy and convenient with our no-fees layaway program.
No fees?
Just 10% down, 10% monthly payments for 10 months on any item in our store, excluding new handguns. Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry offers this fantastic layaway program at all 3 of our locations: 4250 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, 519 4th Avenue, Huntington, 522 29th Street, Huntington. Visit Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry today. Quality jewelry for less. Much less.
Bottom of the second inning, 2-1. Boyd County as Fleming County left. The bases juiced there in the top half. Emily Shivel steps in. The senior batting .403, 31 hits, 24 driven in. Pokes this one off the end of the bat. It'll drift foul out of play. Count evens at 1-1. It's hard whenever you're playing against a really good team to load the bases with one out and not push anything across, and that's what the Panthers had there in the top of the second. Now let's see if Char Parker can keep things at bay here. This one's fouled away, 1-2. Shivel Miller, and then back to the top of the order of Coons. 3 to go for the Lions here in the home second. 2 hits and an error for each one of those teams, but Boyd County leading 2-1 on the scoreboard. Parker inside the circle. The right-hander back to work. Here's the 1-2. Weekly hit, fly ball. Price over at second base has it sized up. Cam Sunder makes the catch. 1 out. That'll bring in the designated player of Addison Miller. Miller, the sophomore, batting .458, 11 hits, 3 driven in on the year. Big hat tip to our crew today, Felicia Collier and Trey Collier. Felicia is the executive producer today. Trey down on cameras. Austin and Spencer's up with Jim and Kent doing baseball. But congratulations to one of our executive producers, Jeff Irwin, his daughter graduating high school Saturday. So they were out yet today with a celebration party down in Lexington with family. So he was off today, and we'll let you slide on that one. It is your daughter. But Jeff will be back with us up in West Liberty tomorrow. But all the great folks at the Coolidge Sports Network doing a phenomenal job on both tournaments. We'll have you every single game of the baseball and softball regional tournaments right here on Cool TV. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Back with you tomorrow night here, 5:45 pregame for the first pitch of the 6 o'clock game. Lewis County and the winner of this one. And then scheduled at 7:30 or at about 30 minutes conclusion of a first game, we'll play game 2 in the semis. Sneaks that one in on the outside corner for a called strike 3. That's a Papa John strikeout by Parker. 2 down in the innings. We go back to the top of the order. And Kylie Coons will step in. Coons 0 for 1, grounded out to Price over at second, her first time through. Coons a big scrunched up batting stance. Almost emulates that if you took a mirror and turned it around for Pete Rose. Really scrunched up there, but on that right-handed side, she rockets that one fouling out of play. Good stick with Coons at the top of the order, batting .452, 11 doubles and a home run on the year. She's almost got that front foot out of the box, wide open stance though. Parker tries to go down and away and misses low for a ball, 1-1. Two-1 here in the bottom of the second. Parker trying to keep things where it is. She's gotten through her first 2 batters and misses upstairs and away to Coons. It's 2-1. Simpkins in the on-deck circle would go next. Allison shaded a little bit toward the left center field gap. Really guarding the line is Watson over there in left. Here's a ball right at the center fielder as Allison will step back, make the catch, and end the inning. 2-1 as we go to the third here on Cool TV.
Since 1959, Ashland Office Supply Office USA has been your one-stop shop for all your product needs, offering great service, competitive pricing, and quality products. From general supplies like pens, calendars, and envelopes, to supplies like laser toners, inkjet cartridges, ribbons, and paper, to equipment like laser printers, inkjet printers, shredders, and more. Ashland Office Supply Office USA has it all. Go online to ashlandoffice.com or call 800-926-1267. Ashland Office Supply Office USA, 2129 Street, Ashland.
Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmondpharmacy.com. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osmond Pharmacy and Grill today. Osmond Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
You hear the words banking convenience. Well, at Citizens Bank of Kentucky, we take it to the next step. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year with our new ATMs. To make a deposit, follow the easy steps. The Citizens Bank of Kentucky ATM will accept your deposits, and you can deposit cash and checks at the same time.
Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
2-1 as we go to the top of the third inning. 3, 4, and 5 to up this inning for the Panthers. It'll be Adams, Price, and Argo. Adams 0 for 1, flew out to Hamilton out in left field, her first time through. Thompson, a long study there in the circle as she comes inside with the ball, 1-0. Easton Ashland up next. Rowan Raceland to close things out on day number 1 of the regional tournament. Here's the 1-0. Called strike at her eyes. That brought the boo birds down from the Panthers fans, and rightfully so. That pitch was so high, Lad Guerrero wouldn't have swung at it. Here's the 1-1. Chopped foul in the box. Count goes to 1-2 to the third baseman for the Panthers. Run for Fleming in the first. Boyd answered with 2 in the second. Fleming County left the bases loaded in the second. And that's one of those that you put an asterisk beside to go back and have to remember what that potential that could be. There's a ball lifted weakly out into center field. Shivel coming on, but a nice play there by Elin Simpkins that cuts her off there to make the catch for the first down of the third. That was a dandy play there by the second baseman. She had a lot of range there to cover. It was becoming the Bermuda Triangle as you had 3 players coming on, Shivel, Gold, and Simpkins cut it off and made the catch. So that brings in Mallory Price, who's 1 for 1, singled home the first run of the ball game. First pitch dives in there on the hands for a called strike. You know, both pitchers, what they're going to do is they're not going to overpower you. They're going to let their defense work behind them. That's what we've seen so far. And here's a rocket down the first base side, for a foul ball. 0-2. Just enough breeze to make Old Glory dance away from the mast out there in left center field. A little bit of an east wind, around about 5 miles an hour today, enough to keep you comfortable here at the ballpark. This one's down the third base side, but foul. All kinds of rain yesterday. The forecasters completely missed it. It was supposed to have been out here by about 8 o'clock yesterday morning. It didn't stop raining until 2. This one's over the head of the shortstop and into left field for a 1-out single. That base hit brought to you in part by Red 8 RX Pharmacy in Greenup. And that brings in the catcher, Arby Argo. Hit a fielder's choice out to go at the end of the first inning. Gold made a nice play on that ball, too, to go to Simpkins for the out. Price with good speed over at first. Shows bunt. This one's up and away. A throw in behind. The runner is not in time. As Price dives back in at the bag. Coons is not afraid to throw it. She will throw it any place on the field at any given time, and she's got the arm to do it, too. The thing I really like about her with the way she works behind the plate is she doesn't have any hesitation. Very confident in her ability to do what she does. This one's bunted out in front. She'll take it and throw it to second base, but it's wide. Simpkins was there to back it up. Her runners were at first and third. So the throw wide will put the runners at first and second on the throwing error. Coons uncorked that one, and it ran away from Goat, who was covering the bag. Simpkins was right there to haul it in. So 2 on with 1 out. And that brings in Abigail Ross, who's 0 for 1. She reached on an error first time through. Another big opportunity here for Fleming in the third after leaving the bases loaded in the second. After getting them loaded with 1 out, they've got 2 on here with 1 out. And it's 2-0. This one will get out of play behind the first base dugout, 2-1. Ross 18 driven in on the year for the junior. Tying runs out at second. Go ahead run over at first. Top of the third inning, 2-1 our score. The pitch, 3-1. McClone stands in the on-deck circle. Will go next. Thompson will take a stroll behind the circle and try to gather herself before she comes back in and goes at Ross with a 3-1 count. Upstairs, ball 4, and they're loaded. Back-to-back innings with bases loaded with 1 out for Fleming County. Can they do some damage in this inning? And that'll bring in Maggie McGlone. McGlone walked her first time through, and the second would be stranded out at second base in that second inning. So Price over at third, Argo out at second, Ross now at first. Right down the heart of the plate for a called strike. Fleming County's got to make some hay right here because you can't load the bases 2 innings in a row and come away with nothing. This one's lifted skyward. It'll get out of play on the third base side. Count goes to 0-2 as it gets up into the grandstands. Plenty of fans in attendance here today. It's going to be interesting to see what the crowd is like on the championship game Tuesday night. We had a phenomenal crowd here last week when we had the 63rd District Championship game, a 10-inning marathon between Raceland and Lewis County. Raceland's pitcher was 9 2/3 of no-hit ball and took a loss. As Lewis County found some heroics in the 10th. Here's the 0-2. Little excuse me swing, drifting over is Base. She'll make the catch, tag the runner, and ends the inning. A double play there. Let's take a look at it on replay. Nope. Fingernails don't work. You got to hit it with your finger. We go to the bottom of the third inning. 2-1 our score on Cool TV.
Family Care on Midland Trail in Ashland is board certified. Family medicine, primary care clinic accepting new patients. If it's osteopathic manipulative therapy you need, see Dr. Matthew T. Lewis, D.O. For other family medical needs, see Eilena Boggs, PRN. Call 606-928-7755 for the caring, professional, board certified medical practitioners at Lewis Family Care, your primary care clinic, 6572 Midland Trail Road, Ashland. That's 606-928-7755. Success comes with teamwork. At Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union, we have one goal, one team, with people helping people. Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union salutes all the athletes who strive to be their best, as do all your friends at Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union. 2321 Carter Avenue, Ashland. Bluegrass Community Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA and an equal housing lender.
2-1 as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Fleming County leaves the bases loaded with one out in back-to-back innings, but a double play there as Sarah Bays makes the catch on the little bloop over to her at first, and Ross was off the bag, and she tagged her to end the threat. So Elin Simpkins will lead things off. It'll be 2, 3, and 4 this inning for Boyd. Simpkins 1 for 1, had a double her first time through. Simpkins stays outside the batter's box until Parker puts a foot on the rubber. Here's the 1-0. This one's out of play, right side, 1-1. Today's game is brought to you in part by Ashland Credit Union. Your path will lead you to their low rates. And by the Ashland YMCA, programs for every member of the family, including summer camps for the kids. 1 strike to the leadoff hitter of Simpkins here in the home third. This was a chopper over toward the third baseman. Adams picks and throws one down. Nice play there by her. A little hot chopper to the corner. So one away. That brings in the shortstop, J.C. Goad. Goad doubled her first time through. Today's game is brought to you in part by Grayson Sporting Goods. You'll find everything you need for every sport at Grayson Sporting Goods. And by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Let Kurt take care of all your insurance needs. Of all the batters through the lineup with Boyd County, this one's the one you've got to be careful with. There's a hot chopper that goes through the hole. She throws the bat halfway up the line at third base. Sarah Bays will retrieve that, but a one-out single, a Red 8 RX Pharmacy hit for J.C. Goad. She's 2 for 3. That wasn't a bat flip. That was a bat toss up the line. So it brings in Sarah Bays. Bays reached on an error. This one's in the dirt. A nice pick there by the catcher, Argo. Bays on the season, 10 doubles, 2 triples, 8 home runs. She swings it well from that left side. Very patient at the plate as well. This one's off the end of the bat, left side. Watson drifting into foul territory with a diving catch. What a catch that we got from that one. Here's that one on instant replay. What a catch there by Watson. Yes, sir. 2 down in the inning. Goad could not tag up as Watson jumped back to her feet and quickly fired that one back in. There's your highlight play tonight. So that robs an out, and 2 down now for Savannah Henderson, who's 0 for 1. She had a hot chopper over to Flora her first time through. Runner going. Here's a throw down to second base. If he was in wiffle ball, she was out. Fortunately for Goad, it's not wiffle ball, and she gets to slide in safely with a stolen base. It hit her in the helmet as she was sliding through, and that's the only thing that kept that ball from going into center field. Argo made the throw, and there was nobody going to the bag to cover for the throw. And as Goad went down for her slide, the ball hit her in the top of the helmet and just kicked right over to Price at second. So now a runner in scoring position for Lewis County, or for Boyd County, excuse me. One and one. You couldn't have put the ball any better than where you wanted it to throw into a tag. Unfortunately, there was just nobody there to catch it. The only thing it contacted was Goad's helmet. Parker again trying to keep Boyd County at bay in a 2-1 ball game here in the bottom of inning number 3. Here's the 1-1. This one's fisted foul straight back. The count goes to 1-2. The pitch. Rifles this one down the right side for a foul ball. One ball, 2 strikes. As Henderson awaits. This one's lifted skyward. That's going to drift out of play over top of the first base dugout. East Carter and Fleming County in baseball underway. Or just getting underway, I should say, up in West Liberty. Bottom half of the bracket getting ready to get rolling in that one. Raceland and Round County victorious in their games in the upper half of the bracket. Here's the 1-2. Misses high and away for a ball, 2-2. East will play Fleming County, and then the winner of that game will play the winner of Boyd and Greenup that goes tonight in the 7 p.m. game. Good thing for baseball is they're a little ahead of schedule as well. 2-2 down and in. They scheduled 10, 1, 4, and 7 today. 5:30 and 8 tomorrow. And then 6 o'clock in the championship on Tuesday. 6 and 7:30 here tomorrow night in the semifinals. And then 6 o'clock in the championship on Tuesday. All those games on Cool TV. Here's the payoff pitch. This one's blistered deep right center field at the wall. See ya. Savannah Henderson rockets that one out of here. A 2-out, 2 RBI home run. And makes it 4-1. Henderson slams home run number 4 of the year. And again, it's one of those issues that you run into where you wonder, Fleming County had bases loaded in the second and third with only 1 out and came away with nothing to show. And there, a big swing on a red 8RX home run makes it 4-1 and gives Boyd County a little breathing room. And more importantly, coming with 2 outs. So bases clean, and Mila Hamilton to the plate. Hamilton walked in that first inning. He'll be stranded at first base. So 2 runs for Boyd County in the first and the third. First pitch misses for a ball. This one's lifted weakly left side. Watson coming in. She's got a beat on it. Reaches up, makes the catch, and ends the inning. 4-1 as we go to the 4th on Cool TV.
Promote your brand, idea, event, or organization with area advertising. As a locally owned company in Ashland, we've been providing full, personalized marketing services and products to customers across the tri-state area since 1975. We offer exceptional advertising and graphic design solutions, from screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving to banners, signs, trophies, and other customizable promotional items. At Area Advertising, our business is making your business look better. Contact us today.
Scott Sharp, your 100th district representative, wishes the best of luck to all the 16th regional teams. Just as Scott Sharp works hard for you, he understands the hard work each team puts in to get to this regional competition. As your representative, his team puts forth all they have for the betterment of Kentuckians. Continue to strive to be the best, young athletes. Best of luck to all of you from your 100th district representative, Scott Sharp.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
4-1 as we go to the top of inning number 4. Trinity Flora will lead things off, the first baseman for Fleming County. Boyd County strikes with a big swing. As a 2-run shot by Savannah Henderson with 2 down in the third, makes it 4-1. There's a ball lifted skyward. Bays has a beat on it. She lost it in the sun, and a basket catch there on the line. Gets that one in. Here's a look on replay on that one. She had to fight that one off. But a good job. That sun's very high right now. And she did a good job of recovering and getting underneath it for the first down of the fourth. As the evening progresses, that sun is going to continue to drift over to our third base side. And it gets very tough for those first basemen. Here's Allison. She laced a single through the left side her first time up. Fleming County a run, 3 hits, an error. Boyd County 4 runs, 4 hits on 2 errors. There's a ball, finds its way through the right side for a 1-out single. Her second hit of the ball game, a red 8 RX single. Number 4 in the contest for Fleming County. And that brings in Ava Watson, who's 0 for 1. Finally back to the top of the order we go. Here in the frame as Watson tries to bunt this one down and goes foul. Watson's 0 for 1. Walked and scored in the first, struck out in the second. Easton Fleming just getting underway in baseball action up in West Liberty. We'll keep you up to date on that one. Nice pitch up and in there to even the count, or take the count, to 0-2. Runner over at first base with 1 out in the frame. Thompson tries to extend. Allison trying to bait a throw from Coons over at first base as she jumps way off that back. The pitch. Down and away. And I would say the only thing at this moment that has not allowed Coons to try to sling it down toward first base is the fact that you've got Watson in that left-handed batter's box. It makes it an awkward angle for her, the way she pops out to that outside edge there. Here's a 2-2. High, ball 3, and Coons comes out and takes a long look that time and a couple of double clutches. So another payoff pitch coming from Thompson. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Throw in behind the runner is not in time, but a Papa John strikeout by Thompson. And she picks up her second strikeout of the ball game, and there's 2 down. And Sadie Price 0 for 2 steps in. Ground out and a fly out, both the third. Inside for a ball. Today's game is brought to you in part by Grayson Sporting Goods, where you can get sporting good needs for every sport you play. And by the good folks at Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. Let Kurt help you with all your insurance needs. 2 down in the frame with a runner aboard and 1-0 count at the plate. The Sadie Price, the shortstop, lays off this one. It's up and away, 2-0. Double Drizzle has all your cupcakes and cake needs for all your parties. And, of course, Texas Roadhouse, famous for those steaks, salads, and, of course, all those buttery rolls. Here's the 2-0. High ball 3-0. Yeah, we got to get some Double Drizzle up here is what we got. We need some Double Drizzle, some Texas Roadhouse. Let's bring a smorgasbord with us tomorrow. Down and in ball 4, there's 2 on. Thompson's 3rd free pass in the contest. Excuse me, her 4th free pass in the contest. And now we've got runners at first and second, and we'll get a visit inside the circle. Well, that gives us a chance to thank our good friends at the Vanceburg Electric Plant. But we'll remind you, always call 811 before you dig. Always supporting high school athletics and academics here in Vanceburg. And by the good friends at Raceland Christian Church. If you're looking for a church home, then give Raceland Christian Church a visit. Our game is also brought to you in part by My Dad's Pizza on Blackbird Avenue and 13th Street in Ashland for all your hunger needs. Call My Dad's at 606-324-0202. And by the First National Bank of Grayson, Canonsburg, Moorhead, and West Liberty, meeting all your banking needs. (4-1) here in the 4th with 2 down. But once again, Fleming County threatening. They left the bases loaded in the 2nd, had the bases loaded with 1 out in the 3rd, and hit into an inning double play. And now they've got 2 on with 2 out here. And Ariana Adams stepping in, who's 0 for 2. Adams a .424 hitter, 24 driven in. That leads the team. A big opportunity here. That's a nice pitch on the outer half of the plate for a called strike. Allison out at second. Price over at first. Good speed around the base paths for the Panthers. East Carter and Ashland up next. East Carter's in the house. I said Ashland's trying to find the way in. 1-1. Yeah, I see Ashland coming off the bus now, so both teams are here well before their 5 o'clock first pitch scheduled time, so that's always good if this one continues to roll, and hopefully we try to stay on time as much as possible. Here's the 1-1. Just missed that one, and she sent it straight back to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 down here in the 4th. 4-1 Lions over the Panthers, the champions of the 64th and the runners-up of the 61st. Fleming County, I think most believe, pulled off a big upset by knocking off Bath County. Here's a ball that's fisted over top of the shortstop's head into left field. Here comes a runner from second. The throw is cut off, and it's going to be an RBI single by Ariana Adams, and it's 4-2. She'll move up to second on the throw. Price will move up on the throw as well. Adams at second, and a big inning and possible chance now for Fleming County as they get a 2-out run across and dig into that 3-run deficit. It's now 4-2, and Mallory Price, who's been hot, 2 for 2. Looks at a pitch that misses somewhere. I just don't know where. 1-0. Must have been off the play because it looked like it was right at the letters. Mr. Billman's got a much better angle of it than I do. Here's the 1-0. Little chopper over toward the third baseman, Henderson. She'll pick and throw, and that'll end the inning. Fleming gets one back, 4-2 as we go to the bottom of the fourth on Cool TV.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Stop wishing you were debt-free. Start consolidating. Members Choice Credit Union is committed to helping you take control of your finances this new year. And all it takes is a personal loan. Imagine one monthly payment at a great interest rate. Stop worrying about debt. Start taking control of your finances. Consolidate your debt today with the help of your credit union family at Members Choice. Visit us online at mccu.net.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Pitching change for Fleming County as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. 4-2 our score. And Char Parker will hand the ball off to Abigail Ross, who was the designated player, so the flex is dead. Ross, a 2-8 record, 58 innings of work, a 4.83 ERA, 78 runs, 40 earned, 51 strikeouts, 23 walks on the season. She'll go to work on the bottom three of the Lions' order, Mulhern, Schivel, and Miller. Understand there's a delay up in West Liberty in baseball. They're having issues with the mound. That's weird. So here's McKenna Mulhern, who is 0 for 1. I'll say that she did offer at that one. Mulhern grounded out to Flora to end the first. Southpaw of Ross in the circle now. This is out 1-1. Trying to see if I can see what's going on. There's a chopper over toward the first baseman's side. A nice pick there by Flora. One down. Looks like they've got a small army on the mound up in West Liberty right now. Both coaches are out there. The umpires are there. I don't know what they've got going on, but my producer up there, he said, we've got a delay due to a mound issue. He said it's not good. So either way, we'll keep you abreast on what's going on up there as we keep motoring through here in the fourth, and Emily Schivel steps in. This one's up and in. Schivel flew out to Price on a dandy play back in that second inning to start things off. Listen, one thing you're going to understand, when it gets into regional tournament time, if it can happen, it will. Just high for a ball, 2-0. She's got a little bit of a weird action on her ball. It gets that late life dive as it comes out. There's that natural lefty spin from the screwball. A little bit of different arm angle. 2-0. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Certainly happy to have all of you tuned in with us here on Cool TV. We'll be with you through the entirety of the tournament. Every single game right here. Late swing there. She pokes that one foul. The count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and out here in the 4th. As Shivel awaits in that right-handed side, Ross back to work. A little bleeder off to the right side for a foul ball. Jeff Stewart gave it a look. Coach Stewart, he's been around for a long time. Great guy, good friend. Always fun to see Coach around. He's big in Boyd County athletics, has been around for many, many years. If there's something Boyd County going on, Coach is usually involved in it somewhere. 2-2, chopper out to the shortstop, a pick and a throw. 2 down. Nice play there by Price. That brings in Addison Miller, designated player for Boyd. Miller 0 for 1, caught looking her first time through. So Ross will go to work on Miller for her first time. Ross trying to work a clean inning here in the inning, and now they're going to move Adams and Price from short and third. As they expected a bunt there from Miller, she tries to throw it down and sends it foul as Price was darting up the line over at third base. She's about halfway up the line already, that being Price. Adams playing deep in the hole over at short. Here's the 0-1. Lays off that one as she doesn't show bunt as Price was almost in the batter's box with her. She was climbing down that line. Miller being very patient. Just resting that bat on the back shoulder until Ross takes the rubber. That's in there, called strike 1 and 2. Nice pitch. Top of the order in the on-deck circle, as it's Kylie Coons that would go next. As we get a little bit of a breeze picking up here at the ballpark. Now the flag blowing dead into that left field line. Out of the right field corner. Here's the 1-2. Fouled away. Well, whatever the mound issue was up in West Liberty, it is fixed. They are playing baseball. East Carter has a runner at second base with 1 out in the bottom of the first inning, scoreless with Fleming County. Game 3 in baseball up in West Liberty this evening. Here's the 1-2. Little bleeder off to the right side. That one finds its way in there, and then it gets past the right fielder, and that's going to go all the way to the wall. Miller's on her horse. Dave Wheeler's sending her. They're going to try to bring her to the plate. She's going to come all the way around. Here comes a throw. No throw at all. She'll come all the way around for the run. 5-2 Boyd here in the 4th. So give her a single and a 3-base error on McGlone out in right. As soon as it got past her, it went all the way to the fence, and Dave Wheeler was almost ready to throw his arm out of socket up the third baseline trying to get her to the plate. So the second error of the ball game on Fleming County. Answers one back here in the inning and makes it 5-2. More importantly, it goes back to the top of the order, and Kylie Coons. Coons tries to bunt this one and sends it foul. So credit Miller with a Red 8 RX Pharmacy hit. 5th hit of the ball game. Both teams with 5 hits and 2 errors, but Boyd County's made the most of its opportunities as they pushed across 5 runs. And they lead this one 5-2 here in the 4th. Coons with great power at the top of that order. Good speed as well for the catcher. She was trying to park that one over on top of the middle school, or the high school, I should say. 0-2. Ross takes a look at that wristband, climbs up on the rubber. The 0-2 plateward. It's fisted straight up and backward. Trying to give chase was Argo. She couldn't get there. And it goes in for a foul ball, 0-2. Finals in the big leagues today. Braves hang on with a 3-2 win over the Mariners. Yankees finish off the Reds to sweep that series up in Great American 4-1. Here's another 0-2. Swing and a miss. She dropped it. She'll pick it up and finish the inning. 5-2 as we go to the fifth on Cool TV.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. We are the home office.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
5-2 as we go to the fifth. 2 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for Fleming County. 5 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for Boyd. 5, 6, and 7 do up this inning for the Panthers. Madison Badgett will take the place of Mulhern out in right field. Badgett, a junior. Avery Argo, the catcher, lifts this one foul down the third base side. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Argo 0 for 2, a fielder's choice to end the first. Gone on with an error in the third. I'm going to get stranded at second base. Right-hander settles herself back in. Thompson back to work. This one's lifted skyward, right at Hamilton and left as she drifts toward the line. Fights the sun, makes the catch, 1 down. Nice job there by my camera operator on the field, Trey. You know, he has some camera experience. Last year when we started this venture with Cool TV, and I did the baseball all-star game up in Raceland, he was my camera guy and had never touched a camera before in his life, and he got one of the best plays in the entire game, and he's got a couple good ones here today. He's done a great job down on the field. Great to have him with us here. So the pitcher now of Abigail Ross, she was the DP and has now taken over inside the circle, so there's a little ball off the end of the bat. Simpkins picks and throws, 2 down. That's a tough play there by the second baseman. That ball had all kinds of English on it. So base is empty, and Maggie McGlone to the plate. Hit into an inning double play to spoil that third inning when the Panthers had the bases juiced. Left the bases. Had the bases full in the second and third and came away with absolutely nothing. Got a run in the first, answered with another one in the fourth. Boyd with 2 in the first and third, and 1 more in the fourth. And they lead at 5-2 here in the top of 5. 2-0. Thompson has not worked a clean inning as of yet. She's 1 out away from doing that here in the 5th. McGlone awaits the 2-0. A little slow roller up the line. Henderson picks and throws in a 1-2-3 inning for Boyd County in the 5th. 5-2 as we go to the bottom of inning number 5 on Cool TV.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road Greenup has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Tri-State's best gun and ammo store. The best fishing and archery department in the Tri-State, along with a full collection of Benchmark and Case knives. Borders Sporting Goods features the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the Tri-State, as well as a vast collection of turkey shotguns. Borders is your stop for the best fishing products from Lew's, Shimano, Abu Garcia, St. Croix, and G. Loomis, as well as Berkeley and Strike King lures. For all your hunting and fishing needs, visit Borders Sporting Goods, US 60 West, Ashland.
Bottom of 5, 5-2 our score. Elin Simpkins, second baseman, leading things off. She'll shoot this one down the first base side, foul. East Carter in front of Fleming County, 2-0 up in West Liberty in baseball. Bottom half of the bracket being played now. Raceland and Rowan County victorious earlier today, so they'll play tomorrow night at 5:30. And then Greenup and Boyd will go after East and Fleming at 7. This one's fouled away again. Ross doing a good job staying in on the hands of Simpkins. Simpkins 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the first and grounded out to third her first time through. Or second time through, excuse me. That was to start the third inning. No balls and 2 strikes. A rifled ball right at the second baseman, Price, who picks and throws. Dandy play there by her for the first out of the 5th. That was one of those balls that, as it's getting to her feet, it just dives. And she did a fabulous job there of staying down on it and picking it out of the sand trap. So that brings in J.C. Goad, who's 2 for 2. A double, a single. She's scored a couple of runs, and that was a called strike on the outer half of the plate. Gold. Only thing she's not done today is drove in a run. That's typical of what she typically has behind her. Her first time facing Ross. Here's the 0-1. Lifts this one skyward. Watson coming on. A long run, and she can't haul it in. Lost it at the end as Goad scampers out to second base. After the third error of the ballgame, puts a runner in scoring position here in the 5th. Watson was coming forward, and as she got to it, hit right on her glove and never got it squeezed in tight enough to hang on. So Sarah Bays comes in 0 for 2. Big swing and a miss. She was trying to put that one over on the football field. She wasn't getting cheated on that hack. That's something what Sarah will do well, though, is that her first 2 pitches of strikes, I should say, those are hers. Then she'll shorten up if she gets to a 2-strike count. She's at that mark now at 0-2. Bays on the season, a .429 hitter, 45 hits, 47 driven in. That's almost double of anybody else on the team. She does the dirty work there in the meat of the order in that cleanup spot. This is where you got to be very careful with not miss with something 0-2 and leave too much of it on the plate. Misses up and away for a ball. Nice there by Argo to come up out of from behind and not allowed Goad to move up. Goad with great speed out there at second base. One down here in the fifth. 3-run lead for the Lions, but threatening for more. There's a ball hammered at the first baseman. That one's going to trickle all the way down the right field line. Bays on her horse. She's going to motor in out at second base with an RBI double. That is a double for sure. Flora was playing in front of the bag, and it was hammered right at her. That is not an error. So make it 6-2 as Bays hammers in another one. So she trades places with Goad. And that's going to be a pinch runner. Yeah, we'll get a pinch runner for Boyd County as Elise Sparks will come on to run. So they're going to burn the pinch runner spot there for Bays and try to drop in another run if they could get a ball down anywhere from in the outfield area. So Savannah Henderson, she blasted one out of here her last time through. This one's a called strike. Peyton Allison looks like she's playing about 2 steps in front of the fence out there in straightaway center field, respecting the power this Boyd County lineup has. And a hammered ball through the middle, and that one's into center field for a base hit. Here comes the throw to the plate. It's cut off. No, but it'll find its way through as Ross didn't grab it. But an RBI single, a red 8RX single by Boyd County. 7-2 our score. So now Mila Hamilton will come on. Hamilton 0 for 1, walked in the first, flew out to end the third. So 2 runs in the first, third, and fifth, a run in the fourth, and that's the 7 for Boyd County in this one. So the meat of the order for Boyd County comes through in a big way. Second game of the 4-game venue here today. This one's lifted skyward. Price, the shortstop, gives it a look right over top of the bag, makes the catch, 2 down. And that'll bring in now, let's see if they're going to re-enter Mulhern. They will. So Mulhern will re-enter the game. And she's 0 for 2. Pair of groundouts, both to Flora at first. Seven runs on 7 hits. They're taking advantage of 3 Fleming County errors. Boyd County with a 5-run lead here in the 5th. Big swing and a miss as she swings over top of that one. 0-1. East Carter's got the bases loaded with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning. Already a 4-1 lead up in West Liberty. They're playing Fleming County in their opening round game of this tournament. One ball, one strike to the right fielder, Mulhern. Big open stance there by her from that left side as Ross back to plate. Works down and in. Two balls and a strike, two down in the inning. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Down and away on that one and got her to go over top of it yet again. 2-2. Two's wild across the board. As Ross trying to stop the bleeding here in a 5-run deficit in the fifth. Here's the 2-2. Up and in. And a game that was motoring along has turned into molasses in Alaska in the wintertime. An hour and a half deep into this one in the bottom of the fifth. Boyd County in front 7-2. Here's the payoff pitch from Ross. Down and in, ball 4. And a 2-out walk puts 2 on. That brings in Shivel. So Shivel to the plate. Badgett will come on to run. So Badgett re-enters the ball game. So that should make McKenna Mulhern's night over. She is done. So now the center fielder Shivel steps in. Little chopper over toward the third baseman. They try to make the tag. She couldn't do so, and everybody's safe. She's going to reach on a fielder's choice because she tried to make the tag first, and then the throw behind her on the first base was not in time. So the bases are full. And Adams did a great job of she was going toward the runner, and she stuck her arm out to try to make a tag but couldn't get it. And the kind of the spin there that she had to do gave just enough time for Shivel to beat out the throw over at first. So you've got Addison Miller, who's 1 for 2. She singled her last time through and came all the way around to score. So the meeting inside the circle breaks up, and a big opportunity here for Boyd County to blow this one wide open with the bases juiced, and more importantly, if Miller can keep things going, they've got the top of the order waiting to come through. 8th batter of the inning is Miller. So Henderson at third, Badgett out at second, Shivel over at first. Big swing and a miss. That's what I was talking about, that action that ball has. It almost looks like it has a hump that it dives downward as it gets right on the batter. That's that spin from the screwball that you get from that lefty. The 0-1. Misses upstairs, 1-1. East Carter leading Fleming County 5-0 after 1 in baseball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Mets take the first one over the Guardians 5-4 today. They'll play another one later on this evening. Braves winners over the Mariners 3-2. Phillies drop the Cubbies 2-1. Yankees over the Reds 4-1. Several other games going on in the bigs. 1-2. Fouled away. Twins and Angels just getting underway, scoreless. Marlins leading the Giants 1-0 in the second out in San Francisco. Rangers beating up the Rockies 9-0 in the 5th down in Texas. Cardinals in front of the Dodgers 7-3 in the 6th. White Sox leading the Royals 5-2 in the 8th. Astros in front of the A's 2-0 in the 8th. Here's the 1-2. Misses wide, 2-2. Brewers leading the Rays 6-4 in the bottom of the 9th down at the Trop. Orioles and Blue Jays even at 2 in the 9th. D-backs in front of the Pirates 8-3. It's the Nationals in front of the Tigers 6-4. Boston and San Diego just getting underway in the 1st out in Petco Park. Here's the 2-2. Low ball 3, and it's full. Nowhere to put her. (7-2) here in the 5th with 2 outs and the bases loaded. And the top of the order of Kylie Kuhn standing in the on-deck circle. If Addison Miller can work her way on. Ross a long look over into the dugout as the southpaw knows the pitch she wants. She didn't even look at the wristband. Here it comes, and misses high, ball 4. So a free pass makes it 8-2. And the top of the order coming back around in the 9th hitter of the inning for Boyd County. And Kylie Coons, who was well past due, she's 0 for 3. Coons a ground out, a fly, and a strikeout, batting .452 on the season, 52 hits, 25 driven in. She's got 3 ducks on the pond and a 6-run lead here in the 5th. Lifts this one foul and out of play. This wind has swirled all over the ballpark here today. Started off blowing out, then it was over toward left field. Now it's blowing right back in the face here in the press box. And there goes my papers. Right on cue. Southpaw back to work with the 0-1. Up and away, 1-1. Boyd County defeated Fleming in both meetings in the regular season, 12-11 back in March, and then 13-3 in 6 innings in May. That was on May 4th. Boyd winning the 64th District Championship. The 1-1. That one gets past the catcher. Here comes the runner, and she's going to slide in safely. So Badgett will score on the passed ball. Both runners move up, make it 9-2. And 4 runs across here in the frame. And all of a sudden, Kylie Coons represents the game-clinching run here in the 5th. If she could launch one out of here, that would stop the game with the mercy run rule. So Schivel over at 3rd, Miller out at 2nd now. This one's a little bleeder that falls right into the glove of Price at second base to end the inning. 4 runs across, 9-2 as we go to the 6th after this on Cool TV.
JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. is owned and managed by Shane Wallingford to be a solutions provider for manufacturers tailoring to their specialized needs. It was created with the vision that good communication among all parties will provide the best answer to the problem. From ball mills used in pulverization to custom design of equipment or components, JSB Industrial Solutions, Inc. will gladly work with clients to resolve the issues that are prevalent. Their vision is to make your project their successful business. JSB Industrial Solutions, Tollsboro, Kentucky. Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
When you need to say happy birthday, get well, thinking of you, or any special occasion, say it with flowers from Fields Flower Shop in Ashland and Grayson. Fields Flower Shop can also take care of your sympathy needs. And they carry a beautiful selection of silk flowers, balloons, and fruit baskets. They've provided quality service since 1920. Call 606-324-2184. That's 606-324-2184. Fields Flower Shop, 221 15th Street, Ashland, and US 60 Grayson.
9-2 as we go to the sixth. 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors for Fleming County. 9 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Boyd. The Lions sending 9 players to the plate there in that 5th inning. They push across 4 and they make the run or the lead 7. In the home 6, they'll have 2, 3, and 4, Simpkins, Goad, and Bays. Fleming County will go 8-9 in the top this inning. Flora, Allison, and Watson. And Trinity Flora 0 for 2 steps in. Pair of flyouts in the 2nd and the 4th. This one's down and in for a ball. Winner of this game gets Lewis County tomorrow night at 6. Up next, East Carter and Ashland, followed by Rowan and Raceland later this evening. There's a slow dribbler up to Bays, and with a carom off of her, you'll score that one 3-4-3 for the putout, if you will. And a nice job there by Simpkins to back her up on the ball that caromed away from Bays, and Bays was close enough to the bag as she had started toward the bag that she was able to field it and step on the bag for the first out of the inning. It's one of those crazy scoring things that you don't see often. But 3-4-3 on the putout. And Peyton Allison, who's 2 for 2 to the plate. Pair of singles, 1 to each side of the field. This one's up and away for a ball. A slapper. As I mentioned, her first time through. They've got her with a hard shift over on the left side. Gold is playing just a little bit behind the baseline, but in the 6 hole. And then Henderson's way up the line over at third. You could land a small aircraft in between Gold and Simpkins out in the center of the field. (2-0) at the knees. A called strike 2-1. There's Taylor McKnight in the building. She says hello. 2-1. Wide 3-1. Thompson with 4 walks in this ball game. This one's drifted through. A backhand Simpkins, a running throw, not in time. Allison with much speed to get down the line. A heck of a pick there by Simpkins, though, on a ball that looked like destined to get into center field. So giving her an infield single, a Red 8 RX Pharmacy hit by Fleming County. Their 6th of the ball game. That brings in Ava Watts, who's 0 for 2. As we go back to the top of the order for the Panthers. Watson walked and scored in the first, struck out in the second and the fourth. 9-2 here in the top of inning number 6. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Getting late here for the Panthers. They dug themselves a mighty deficit there with giving up 4 runs in that 5th inning, excuse me. They've had bases loaded with only 1 out in 2 innings. Came away with absolutely nothing, including an inning double play in the 3rd to spoil that effort. Thompson ahead 1-2 to the left fielder Watson. Throw back behind the runner. Back in easily is Allison. 2-2. This was a little bleeder down the left side and foul. Give a hat tip to the people down in the concession stand today. Had a tenderloin sandwich that was phenomenal a little bit ago, by the way. They've got the goodies here. They've got good food, good press facilities, great playing services. There goes my stuff again. I guess I'm going to have to put a brick on it. Taylor, come here and sit on top of this. 2-2 through the whole left side, excuse me. And a one-out single there by Watson, her first of the ball game. Another red 8RX single. She just shoots that one through the third base side. So now Sadie Price 0 for 2 steps in. Ground out in the first, fly out in the second, and then a walk in the fourth. Thompson's done a good job of just kind of dancing around trouble. As I mentioned, she had to work herself out of 2 bases loaded jams with 1 out in the second and third inning and gave up 0 runs in those. And then after giving up a run in the first inning, she settled in nicely. Her team got her a 2-1 lead. Here's a ball lifted deep left field at the wall, up against the fence. Here comes a throw to third, and in there safely is Watson, but it's an RBI double for Sadie Price. Fleming County answers with a run here in the 6th. It's 9-3. And she's got to be just absolutely furious right now with that flag out in center field, because before this game, that flag was blowing out and left, and it's blowing dead in the face of the hitters right now. An hour and a half ago, that ball was out of here easily. Instead, it's a RBI double, so now 2 on for Ariana Adams. And now Henderson having to lace up her cleats, requesting time. Adams a single in the fourth, a fly out in the first and a third. So the sophomore settles herself in with a 2 in scoring position. And the first pitch misses high for a ball, 1-0. Watson at third, Price out at second. Big opportunity here for Fleming to get itself right back in this one. They've got 1 across in the frame, and a big chance here for more. Here's the 1-0. Took a little bit off of that one, but it misses wide, 2-0. The pitch. Outside quarter for a call strike, 2-1. She chases this one out of the zone and fouls it away. Count goes to 2-2. Two on, 1 out. 1 across for the Panthers. They trail at 9-3 here in the top of inning number 6 in the 16th Region Softball Tournament. Runs a count full with a high pitch. Thompson with 4 walks in this ball game. We've only had a total of 4 strikeouts both ways. Price stands in the on-deck circle, would go next. Adams, a payoff pitch. Here it comes. Up and away, ball 4, and they're loaded. So for the 3rd time in this ball game, Fleming County has the bases juiced. All 3 times have been with 1 out. They left them loaded in the second, hit into an inning double play in the third, and now they've got their cleanup hitter of Mallory Price, who's 2 for 3 at the plate with them juiced. That's at the letters, a called strike. Price driven in a run. That one's just off the plate. Count evens at 1-1. 27 hits on the season, all showing as singles in the scorebook for Fleming County. Here's a chopper out to go. This could be 2, 6, 4, 3. Double play, inning over. Great turn there by Golden Simpkins up the middle as Fleming County goes away again with the bases loaded and nothing to show for it. 9-3 as we go to bottom of inning number 6 on Cool TV.
I've been a member for a little over 46 years.
They're very family oriented. You just walk in and everybody's friendly. They talk to you, they know you by name.
You may not go in there for a day or, several years, and I think you go in there and you still feel like family.
Recently, we refinanced our home, and it felt like it was right because we trust the people that work there. This is my people.
Ashland Credit Union. Own your journey.
At Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry, not only do we have the best deals, but we also make your purchases easy and convenient with our no-fees layaway program.
No fees?
Just 10% down, 10% monthly payments for 10 months on any item in our store, excluding new handguns. Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry offers this fantastic layaway program at all 3 of our locations: 4250 Winchester Avenue, Ashland, 519 4th Avenue, Huntington, 522 29th Street, Huntington. Visit Tri-State Pawn and Jewelry today. Quality jewelry for less. Much less.
Since 1959, Ashland Office Supply Office USA has been your one-stop shop for all your product needs, offering great service, competitive pricing, and quality products. From general supplies like pens, calendars, and envelopes, to supplies like laser toners, inkjet cartridges, ribbons, and paper, to equipment like laser printers, inkjet printers, shredders, and more. Ashland Office Supply Office USA has it all. Go online to ashlandoffice.com or call 800-926-1267. Ashland Office Supply Office USA, 2129 Street, Ashland.
9-3, bottom of 6. A big double play if you like math. 6 plus 4 plus 3 equals 2. A double play there by Gold and Simpkins up the middle, and they roll it around to get out of the inning. So 2, 3, and 4 due up this inning. Elin Simpkins will lead things off. Simpkins 1 for 3. Shows bunt. Looks at this one up and in for a ball. Simpkins a .393 hitter as a 7th grader. Single her first time through and scored. A pair of groundouts in the 3rd and the 5th. Here's the 1-0. She sends this one back up the middle. Backhand Price turns and throws in time. Nice play, Mallory Price, for the first out of the 6th. We've seen some leather flashed up the middle on both of these sides today. Mallory Price showing it off there with a nice backhand to cut down Simpkins. That brings in J.C. Goad. She's 2 for 3. A double, a single, and then reached on air. She scored all 3 times. She's one of those players you almost turn and look and say, first base is open 4 and go over there. You got to respect her power that she has at the plate. I was kidding with somebody earlier. I said it feels like Dave Wheeler's had her around for about 5 years. She's only a freshman. That young lady can flat play. The 1-0. Sends this one out of play. 1-1. (9-3) here in the 6th. Boyd County hopes they don't have to use the bats anymore past this frame. This one's lifted a mile high in the infield. Flora fighting the sun, coming up the line at first and barely hangs on to it, but Snags it for out number 2. That ball trying to squirt out of her glove there. But a nice job to hang on. And that brings in now the first baseman of Sarah Bays. Bays had a double her last time through in the 5th. Reached on an error in the 1st and then flew out to left in the 3rd. Ashland and East Carter up next. Game number 3 of this 4-day event here on the opening day of the regional tournament. Big swing and a miss there. Again, supposed to start yesterday. Mother Nature decided to show up with one of her hormonal fits and send about 12 hours worth of rain all over this area. That's been kind of characteristic for the regional tournament. If anybody that's been around for any time in this area knows that first day of regional tournament is almost a guaranteed rain out or some form or fashion. Here's a throwing error on a well-struck ball. Now they've got Bays hung out in a rundown. Here's Flores, throw out to Bays, and they'll get her. Take a look at replay on that one. Bays started towards second and then slammed on the brakes, and then she was in a pickle, and Flora threw a dart out to Price at second base to cut her down. We go to the 7th. 9-3 our score. Back after this on Cool TV.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
You hear the words banking convenience. Well, at Citizens Bank of Kentucky, we take it to the next step. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year with our new ATMs. To make a deposit, follow the easy steps. The Citizens Bank of Kentucky ATM will accept your deposits, and you can deposit cash and checks at the same time.
Citizens Bank of Kentucky, the right bank for your life.
The Tri-State's best gun and ammo store. The best fishing and archery department in the Tri-State, along with a full collection of Benchmark and Case knives. Border Sporting Goods features the largest selection of Liberty gun safes in the Tri-State, as well as a vast collection of turkey shotguns. Borders is your stop for the best fishing products from Lew's, Shimano, Abu Garcia, St. Croix, and G. Loomis, as well as Berkeley and Strike King lures. For all your hunting and fishing needs, visit Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West, Ashland.
9-3 as we go to the 7th. Boyd County in front, trying to punch their ticket into tomorrow night's semifinals. As a first pitch issue to Argo, lifts it into shallow right field. Badgett comes on, makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. The last hit in the inning to end the 6th, it was a Red 8 RX Pharmacy single by Bays, and then she was cut down 3-6 on the putout. So now Abigail Ross 0 for 2. Reached on an error in the 2nd and walked in the 3rd and grounded out in the 5th. 3 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors for Fleming County. 9 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors for Boyd. This one's just outside for a ball. Here's the 1-0. Called strike. 1-1. Swing and a miss. The 1-2. Rocket down the third base side, but a foul ball. Henderson threw the leather out of that one, and it was between her and Coach Stam over there at third. Thompson trying to pick up win number 14 on the year and pitch our team into the region semifinals. Here's the 1-2. Lifted foul and out of play. Thompson wants the screwball up and away, and it's poked out of play again right side for a foul ball. I don't know. He's getting something. Jeez, oh, Pete. What is that? The camera guy's getting all the goodies. Where's our goodies? Here's a hot shot out to Goat at short. A pick and a throw, 2 down. Now, with him getting shots like that on the camera, I'll give him a little bit of no bakes, but I hear the word no bakes. I'm about to leave the booth. I'm going down there. You say the word no bakes, and you've got my attention. So Maggie McGlone 0 for 2 as Fleming County's down to its final out. 9-3 here in the 7th. Right down Broadway. One on one. See, my watch is feeling the no bakes. It just told me it's time to stand up. It's time to stand up and exit stage left. There's a weakly hit ball behind the backstop. Coons has it sized up, and that's your ball game. As Boyd County punches its tickets into tomorrow night's region semifinals with Lewis County with a final score of 9-3. Post-game show when we return after this on Cool TV.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Stop wishing you were debt-free. Start consolidating. Members Choice Credit Union is committed to helping you take control of your finances this new year. And all it takes is a personal loan. Imagine one monthly payment at a great interest rate. Stop worrying about debt. Start taking control of your finances. Consolidate your debt today with the help of your credit union family at Members Choice. Visit us online at mccu.net.
9-3 your final. Boyd County hangs on for the victory. 2 runs in the first, 2 more in the third, a big 4-run 5th inning. And they take care of business here in this one by a final score of 9-3. Let's look at our numbers for this one for Fleming County. 8 hits in the ball game. Peyton Allison goes 3 for 3 from the bottom of the order. Mallory Price 2 for 4 in the cleanup position. For Boyd County, 8 hits as well. J.C. Goad goes 2 for 4. Sarah Bays 2 for 4, drives in 3. Savannah Henderson 2 for 3 with 3 RBI. Goad and Bays with doubles. Henderson with a home run. Price Sadie Price for Fleming County adds a double to her tally. Pitching looks like this. Kylie Thompson, 7 innings, 8 hits, 3 runs all earned, walked 5, struck out 2 batters. She'll take the win. Char Parker goes 3 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned, strikes out a batter, walks a batter. She'll take the loss. And Ross goes the final 3 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, and a strikeout. Final box score looks like this for Fleming County: 3 runs, 8 hits, 3 errors. They left 9 runners on base. Boyd County 9 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. A quick check at the bracket finds Boyd County and Lewis County tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Coming up next, East Carter and Ashland, followed by Rowan and Raceland in the bottom half of the bracket. And we'll be probably about 30 minutes or so from the conclusion of this ball game. Took us 2 hours exactly to decide this one, but it was Boyd County knocking off Fleming County by a final score of 9-3. For Felicia Collier and Trey Collier, I'm James Collier saying we'll talk to you again in about 30 minutes for game number 3 here in the 16th Region Tournament on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Thank you for watching the 63rd District Softball Tournament live from Lewis County Softball Complex in Vainsburg, Kentucky. This broadcast of the 63rd District Softball Tournament has been a special sports presentation of the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV.